You know what separates a good bike from a great one? The kind that makes you forget to stop. The kind you ride for hours, cross state lines, and only pull over because your gas is running low. In this video, we're counting down 17 long-distance motorcycles built to devour miles without mercy. Pure, road-tested machines you'll want to ride until the map runs out. Let's get into it. Number 17, Kawasaki Ninja 1000 SX. If you ever wanted a sport bike that grew up, got a real job, and still liked to party on the weekends, this is it. The Kawasaki Ninja 1000 SX is the grown-up version of speed. It's packing a legendary 1043cc inline-4 engine that cranks out around 142 horsepower. But here's the twist. It's tuned for smooth, controlled power. It weighs in at around 515 pounds, giving it a stable, confident feel on the highway. This isn't some twitchy featherweight. It's a mile eater. Add in a 5-gallon tank, and you've got the range to cruise for hours without even thinking about gas. Tech loaded. You get traction control, cruise control, multiple riding modes, and a built-in quick shifter. The dash is clean, the electronics are smart, and the whole setup feels like it was built for riders who actually ride. And looks? Yeah, it still looks like a sport bike. Sharp lines, mean front end, no bulky bags or plastic sofas here. This thing turns heads at every gas station, even if you're just grabbing a Slim Jim and a coffee. Bottom line, the Ninja 1000 SX doesn't shout, it doesn't beg, it just performs. Mile after mile, day after day. And if you thought this bike was well balanced, wait till you see the bike that tackles mountains, deserts, and twisty back roads like it was born on all three. Number 16, Arilia Tore 660. This is the kind of motorcycle that doesn't just roll over challenges, it invites them. The Arilia Tore 660 is what happens when a lightweight adventure bike meets long-distance comfort and serious dual-sport confidence. Powered by a 659 cubic centimeter parallel twin, this engine delivers around 80 horsepower and 51 pound-feet of torque. More than enough to crush off-road trails or cruise past 18-wheelers on the highway. Weighing in at just 440 pounds wet, it's light, responsive, and easy to handle, even when fully loaded. What makes the Touareg stand out is its balance. It offers a commanding upright riding position, a tall windscreen, and a surprisingly plush saddle. The suspension has over 9 inches of travel front and rear, so whether you're hitting potholes or pine trails, the ride stays smooth. You get switchable ABS, multiple ride modes, traction control, and a crisp TFT display, but none of it feels invasive. You're in control, not just along for the ride. And with a 4.8-gallon tank, you're good for hours before needing a break. This machine doesn't just handle terrain, it conquers it. And the best part? It looks good doing it. Rugged, modern, and ready to be abused. Now, if you think Aprilia nailed the sweet spot between trail-ready and highway comfy, wait until you see what Suzuki built. A sleek, powerful sport tourer that's fast, refined, and secretly one of the most underrated long-distance bikes on the road today. Number 15, Suzuki GSX 1000 GT Plus. The Suzuki GSX 1000 GT Plus is a sport touring missile hiding behind a sleek, touring-ready face. It's built for long-distance riding, and it does that with a perfect blend of speed, comfort, and style that doesn't scream. Under the fairings is a detuned version of the legendary GSX-R engine, a 4-stroke, liquid-cooled inline-4, punching out nearly 150 horsepower and about 81 pound-feet of torque. This means you can slingshot past traffic without ever dropping below 5th gear. The throttle response is razor-sharp, but the ride is butter-smooth thanks to refined electronics and balanced geometry. With a fully fueled weight of just under 550 pounds, it's nimble enough for twisties, but planted on the highway. The 5-gallon fuel tank keeps you rolling for well over 200 miles at cruising speed. You'll love the TFT display, integrated GPS, quick shifter, cruise control, and smartphone connectivity. And that plus isn't just marketing, It includes hard luggage that's both practical and aerodynamic. The seat, surprisingly comfortable, even after hours in the saddle. What makes the GT Plus so addictive is that it looks like a super sport, feels like a luxury tour, and rides like something that costs twice as much. It's a modern classic for riders who want the best of both worlds. If you want another bike that's the best of both worlds, there's a bike with a massive low-end torque and rugged character that looks like it belongs in a Mad Max movie and handles like a dream on long-haul adventure rides. Number 14, CF Moto Ibex 800T. Now this is a bike that turns heads for all the right reasons. The CF Moto Ibex 800T, also known in some markets as the CF Moto 800MT Touring, is one of the most surprising entries into the long-distance game, and it's not here to play second fiddle. This machine is powered by a DOHC, liquid-cooled parallel twin, developed in partnership with KTM. It makes about 95 horsepower and 57 pound-feet of torque. It pulls hard, even when fully loaded with gear and a passenger, and still has juice for passing at highway speeds. But what makes the Ibex stand out isn't just the engine, it's the package. You get KYB suspension with adjustable damping, a sturdy aluminum skid plate, cast wheels, cornering ABS, a huge 7-inch TFT dash, and built-in cruise control. And yes, heated grips and a heated seat are standard. For this price, that's insane value. It weighs around 590 pounds wet and holds just over 5 gallons of fuel, giving you an easy 240 miles between stops. The ergos are tall but relaxed, perfect for keeping your knees and back happy on coast-to-coast hauls. With sharp looks, serious range, and a price tag that undercuts most of its rivals by thousands, the Ibex 800T proves you don't need a famous badge to ride in style and confidence. If you've gotten this far, kindly like and subscribe to our channel. Still, if you want a machine that cruises long-range highways like a leather-wrapped freight train and has torque you can feel in your chest, there's a bike that might just steal your heart. Number 13, MV Augusta Turismo Veloce Luso SCS. The name might be a mouthful, but the Turismo Veloce Luso SCS is the kind of bike that turns every long ride into an experience. Built by MV Augusta, a brand that's practically royalty in Italian motorcycling, this isn't your average tour. It's an exotic road missile wrapped in luxury. Under the sleek bodywork is a 798 cubic centimeter inline triple that belts out 110 horsepower and about 60 pound-feet of torque. This engine revs fast and pulls hard, with a soundtrack that'll make you grin inside your helmet at any speed. What makes this bike truly unique is the SCS system, that smart clutch system which lets you ride without using the clutch lever. Think of it like a fusion of manual and automatic, perfect for city traffic and highway freedom. It weighs around 490 pounds wet, has a 5.5 gallon fuel tank, and offers a plush ride thanks to electronically adjustable suspension by Sachs. You also get full LED lighting, cruise control, heated grips, and a bright 5.5-inch TFT display. This is a high-end machine with an obsession for detail. Even the frame welds look like art. And while it might not be built for rugged dirt trails, if you're hunting for a highway rocket with style, comfort, and flair, this bike's a winner. But maybe you're the kind of rider who wants something a little more Spartan, something that shrugs off mud and rocks like it's built from rebar. Number 12, Royal Enfield Himalayan 450. The name Himalayan might scream adventure, but the 450 version takes that promise and delivers it like a freight train rolling through the mountains. This isn't just a refresh, it's a total reinvention of Royal Enfield's rugged icon. At the heart is a brand new 450 cubic centimeter liquid-cooled single-cylinder engine, pushing out 40 horsepower and 32 pound-feet of torque. That might not sound like much, but this machine is about balance, durability, and confidence on terrain where others panic. The 6-speed gearbox is crisp and slick, and yes, there's a slipper clutch standard. Plus, the new ride-by-wire system allows for ride modes and improved throttle response, which is something the old Himalayan never dreamed of. Its frame is new, stronger, and lighter, keeping total weight around 438 pounds wet. You also get a 4-gallon tank with a solid range of over 250 miles and a 7-inch TFT display that can mirror your phone's navigation. That's right, a Royal Enfield with real tech. With near 9 inches of suspension travel and ground clearance over 8 inches, you can hop curbs, skip through trails, or cruise long highways in total comfort. And the upright ergonomics? Pure gold for long-haul riding. This isn't the loudest or fastest bike out there, but if you want a back-to-basics warrior with modern upgrades and global reliability, the Himalayan 450 punches way above its weight. And speaking of lightweight, champions that punch hard, there is a European powerhouse that somehow mixes vintage vibes with modern muscle. Number 11, Moto Marini Xcape 650. The Moto Marini Xcape 650 might not be a household name yet, but it deserves a place in every long-distance rider's radar. It is a surprisingly capable adventure touring machine from an Italian brand with a legacy that dates back over 80 years. This bike mixes Italian style with functional touring features that make it a serious contender on American roads. It runs on a 649 cubic centimeter parallel twin that delivers around 60 horsepower and 55 pound-feet of torque. The power delivery is smooth and steady, ideal for highways and twisty back roads. While it may not outpace the big boys, it'll keep rolling for hours without complaint. The Xcape is equipped with a 6-speed transmission and rides on a robust steel frame with Kawasaki fully adjustable front forks and KYB rear suspension. It offers over 7 inches of front travel and about 7.5 inches in the rear, more than enough to tame uneven roads or light off-road tracks. You also get 2 ride modes, Bosch ABS, a 7-inch full-color TFT display, and a USB charging port for your devices. The fuel tank holds 4.2 gallons, offering up to 250 miles of range depending on riding conditions. Wet weight hovers just above 470 pounds, but the ergonomics and upright posture make it feel lighter than it is. It rides on tubeless, spoked wheels with a 19-inch front and 17-inch rear setup, and features Pirelli Scorpion Rally STR tires as standard. That's a premium touch on a mid-range machine. But there's a fresh Chinese brand with a sport touring hybrid that bends the rules of comfort. Just like Marini, it's been equipped for absolute comfort on very long rides. Can you guess what else it comes with? Number 10, CF Moto 650 Adventura. The CF Moto 650 Adventura may not be the first name that comes to mind in long-distance motorcycling, but this mid-range tourer from China is surprisingly competent. And when you dig deeper, you'll realize this bike is impressively equipped for cross-country duty. At the heart of the 650 Adventura is a 649 cubic centimeter parallel twin, pushing around 60 horsepower and just over 43 pound-feet of torque. It's not trying to win any races, but it delivers linear power, enough to cruise comfortably at highway speeds all day. This bike's chassis features an upside-down front fork and a monoshock rear suspension, both tuned for comfort rather than aggression. The result is a ride that soaks up bumps and glides through curves, perfect for those who value stability and relaxed mile munching over knee-dragging precision. The Adventura shines in its ergonomics. You sit upright and planted, with wide bars and a large windshield that actually deflects wind effectively. Combine that with its 4.6-gallon fuel tank, and you're staring at a range of nearly 250 miles on a full tank. What truly sets this bike apart is value. You get integrated side cases, ABS brakes, a full digital display, and even USB charging, all included from the factory. And yet, it weighs only 490 pounds. That makes it light enough for urban rides and capable enough for backcountry exploration. So if you're looking for a bike that offers more than you pay for, this one delivers. But if your eyes are set on retro style, blended with modern performance, I know just the right motorcycle that will steal your heart. Number 9, Honda CTX 700N. If you're looking for a bike that combines laid-back comfort with legendary Honda reliability, the CTX 700N is a solid contender. This mid-size cruiser stands out for riders who want a low-seat, easy-handling machine without sacrificing power. It's powered by a 745 cubic centimeter parallel twin engine, liquid-cooled and fuel-injected. Honda tuned this engine for low-end torque and smooth power delivery, making it perfect for city rides or weekend cruises. You'll get around 47 horsepower, which means it's fun without being intimidating. What really sets this bike apart is its optional dual-clutch transmission. Yes, you can ride it in fully automatic mode or switch to manual with paddle shifters on the handlebar. This is a game changer for long-distance cruising and traffic-heavy rides. It also comes with a low 28.3-inch seat height, making it ideal for shorter riders. With a wet weight of around 470 pounds, this bike feels light and balanced. The fuel tank holds 3.7 gallons, which gives you over 200 miles of range. Suspension is practical, a telescopic front fork and Pro-Link rear shock, giving you a comfortable ride on varying road surfaces. And it's got ABS, a clean digital display, and a slick LED taillight. The CTX 700N is proof that a cruiser doesn't need to be massive or loud to deliver a killer ride. But if you're ready for something that cranks things up just a bit, get ready for this next one. This beast has an attitude that demands attention. Number 8. Triumph Bonavville T120. The Triumph Bonavville T120 is a masterpiece of British engineering, blended with modern long-distance comfort. This is a highway-eating, torque-heavy road machine built for serious riders. Beneath that vintage silhouette lies a 1,200 cubic centimeter parallel twin engine that cranks out a thumping 79 horsepower and a hearty 77 pound-feet of torque. And yes, that torque hits early, giving you instant pull on any stretch of open road. With a 6-speed gearbox, cruise control, and a buttery smooth throttle response, the T120 handles long journeys with elegance and power. Its engine is liquid-cooled, ensuring performance stays strong even when the miles start to stack up. You'll get a fuel capacity of 3.8 gallons, translating to nearly 200 miles on a single fill. Dependable range for weekend tours and weekday commutes alike. The bike's wet weight sits at around 520 pounds, making it stable at high speeds while remaining easy to control at lower ones. Suspension comes from high-quality telescopic forks up front and twin shocks at the rear, tuned for comfort. The seat is generously padded and designed for both rider and passenger comfort, while the riding position is upright and natural. The styling is immaculate, brushed aluminum finishes, chrome touches, and that iconic tank badge. But what makes this bike truly exceptional is how it balances old-school cool with new-school tech like ABS, traction control, and ride modes. The Bonavville T120 isn't just a throwback, it's a travel companion with soul. Now, if that refined blend of nostalgia and performance didn't already pull you in, there's something else that takes the concept of balance and adds a whole new twist. Number 7. Suzuki Boulevard C50T. If you're craving classic cruiser comfort for those endless American highways, the Suzuki Boulevard C50T brings old-school style with modern reliability. This machine is built for distance. Its 805cc, liquid-cooled V-twin engine pumps out smooth torque that makes hills and headwinds feel like nothing. With a 5-speed transmission and shaft drive, it delivers a smooth, low-maintenance ride that's perfect for those long, laid-back stretches. The bike's output of 53 horsepower and 51 pound-feet of torque is plenty to keep you cruising at highway speeds all day. The C50T comes with a generous 4.1-gallon fuel tank that offers solid range between stops, and thanks to its fuel injection system, you'll get smooth power delivery and efficient fuel usage in all conditions. Weighing in at around 611 pounds fully loaded, this isn't the lightest machine, but that extra mass contributes to its stability and comfort over long distances. You'll love the classic touring features like a large windshield, leather-styled saddlebags, floorboards, and a deeply padded 2-up seat that'll keep you and your passenger smiling mile after mile. Suspension-wise, the C50T is about comfort first. Its telescopic fork in the front and hidden single shock in the rear helps soak up those bumps and dips you'll meet in the back roads of Texas or the wide-open stretches of Nevada. It's got a front disc and rear drum brake setup, simple, effective, and easy to maintain. This bike isn't about racing to the finish, It's about enjoying the journey. And just when you think you found the perfect V-twin for the road, another cruiser shows up that bends the rules of what a retro machine should be. Number 6. Honda NC 750X DCT. Some bikes are built for speed, some are built for comfort. And then there's the Honda NC 750X DCT, engineered for one thing: practical, bulletproof, long-distance riding. This is the kind of bike you buy if you want to ride from coast to coast without complaining once. Under the hood, you've got a 745cc parallel twin engine, liquid-cooled and tuned to deliver smooth, usable torque. You won't be chasing red lines here. This is about pulling out of a tight curve in 5th gear with a grin on your face. Torque comes in around 50 pound-feet, and horsepower sits at a humble but reliable 58. It's not flashy, but it never lets you down. Now let's talk about the DCT. That's Honda's dual-clutch transmission. No clutch lever, no foot shifting, just smooth automatic transitions. It's like riding a spaceship that knows when to shift better than you do. And if you want to take control, flip into manual mode and shift using the paddle controls. Simple, elegant, efficient. Fuel economy is another major win. 80 miles per gallon. That's right. With a tank that holds 3.7 gallons, you're easily pushing 300 miles between stops. Seat height is a friendly 32.7 inches, and the bike weighs around 470 pounds wet. It's light, balanced, and easy to handle, even with a full load. You've also got a spacious frunk, a front trunk where the gas tank usually sits. It swallows a full-face helmet. That kind of utility is just unreal on a bike this size. But if you want to step into a world of long-haul performance mixed with hardcore adventure capabilities, I guess I know just what you need. Number 5. Honda CB 1100EX. Classic never goes out of style, and the Honda CB 1100EX proves that beautifully. It's a throwback to the golden era of motorcycles, but under that retro shell lies modern engineering that makes this bike a silent killer on long-distance tours. You're looking at an 1100cc air and oil-cooled inline-4 engine, smooth as silk with that iconic Honda hum. It pushes out 89 horsepower and 68 pound-feet of torque, giving you effortless power delivery in any gear. What makes this bike shine on the open road? Balance. At around 560 pounds, it feels planted. The wide, comfy seat, upright handlebars, and traditional twin-shock rear suspension give it a relaxed, vintage cruising feel that eats up highway miles without beating up your spine. You get spoked wheels, a 6-speed gearbox, ABS brakes, and a solid 4.4-gallon tank that'll take you over 200 miles before refueling. If you're the kind of rider who loves old-school charm with modern-day reliability, this is your soulmate. And if you're wondering what other bikes balance classic looks with pure long-distance DNA, stay tuned. Number 4, CF Moto 700 CLX Adventure. China isn't playing around anymore, and the CF Moto 700 CLX Adventure is proof. It's not just good for the money, it's good, period. Built for riders who crave versatility, comfort, and style, this bike delivers real-world performance for long miles on unpredictable roads. At the core, you've got a 700cc parallel twin engine putting out 75 horsepower. That's plenty for highway overtakes, twisty mountain passes, and even gravel trails. It weighs about 448 pounds, so it's easy to handle, even fully loaded with gear. A 3.4-gallon fuel tank keeps you rolling for over 200 miles. And the upright riding position is comfortable for hours. You also get cruise control, ride-by-wire throttle, Brembo-style brakes, and an adjustable KYB suspension. This isn't just a budget ADV bike, it's a legitimate long-range companion with a price tag that leaves room in your wallet for extra fuel, food, and maybe a few campgrounds. We're almost getting to number 1. Which bike do you still expect to be here? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe too. Also, hit the bell to be notified when a new video drops. But before we get to the best bike on this last, there's another monster roaming the hills. It was built to go where the map ends and the dirt begins. Number 3. Harley-Davidson Pan American 1250 Special. You want bigger gallons? You want to go further on a single tank? Then meet the Harley-Davidson Pan America 1250 Special, the all-American adventure bike that laughs at limits. At its core is a 1,252 cubic centimeter Revolution Max 5 twin that pumps out a mighty 150 horsepower. But the real story here is range. This machine carries a massive 5.6-gallon tank, and thanks to its efficient variable valve timing and modern engine management, you can push over 250 miles on a single fill-up. That's right, this is a bike built to roam. Weighing in at just under 600 pounds wet, it manages to stay planted yet nimble. Thanks to a fully adjustable, semi-active suspension system, you get multiple ride modes, cornering ABS, traction control, and even adaptive ride height that lowers automatically at stoplights. Talk about smart riding. And the comfort, cruise control, heated grips, a full-color TFT display, and windscreen adjustability all come standard. Whether you're blasting through Moab or gliding up the Pacific Coast Highway, this bike delivers. The Pan America is a missile with a gas tank. It is power, range, and technology rolled into one American muscle machine. But if you're a rider that wants even more thrill, there is a beast, a bike born where most bikes fear to go. You can ride it in traffic, in the mountains, and on the highway. It literally triumphs over any terrain. Number 2, Triumph Tiger Sport 800. Meet the Triumph Tiger Sport 800, the sport touring beast you didn't know you needed. It's powered by a 798 cubic centimeter inline triple engine that cranks out 113 horsepower and around 62 pound-feet of torque. What makes this engine special is how accessibly that power is delivered. Smooth in traffic, eager in the hills, stable on the highway. Weighing at approximately 475 pounds wet, it stays agile even when loaded. The fuel tank holds about 4.9 gallons, giving you serious range for touring days. You also get a staircase of modern tech, ride modes, traction control, ABS, and an optional quick shifter for gear changes that feel effortless. Ergonomics are relaxed, upright seating, adjustable windscreen, and pegs positioned for comfort. The chassis is confidence-inspiring, and the suspension setup is ideal for carving canyons or cruising cross-country. What surprises most is how refined and mature it feels for its prices. But if you thought this bike was the ultimate mix of sport and distance cruising, get ready. Our number 1 is a legendary beast, a demonic sport tourer that practically invented the category. Number 1, BMW R 1250 RT. Get ready for the gold standard. The BMW R 1250 RT is not just a bike, it's an institution. This is the machine long-haul riders compare everything else to. It's engineered for endurance, comfort, power, and all-day refinement. At its heart is a 1,254 cubic centimeter air and liquid-cooled boxer twin engine featuring BMW's shift-cam variable valve timing. It delivers 136 horsepower at 7,750 RPM and a commanding 105 pound-feet of torque at 6,200 RPM, enough to haul you in a pillion up any mountain pass without breaking a sweat or across a desert plateau at full throttle. Despite its performance pedigree, it tips the scale at a sensible 615 pounds curb weight, making it both stable at speed and manageable in traffic. A 6.6-gallon fuel tank lets you push 300 to 400 miles per tank depending on pace. This thing eats cross-country miles for breakfast. Highway comfort is legendary. Electronically adjustable suspension, heated seat and grips, adaptive cruise control, USB power ports, and a sprawling 10.25-inch TFT display with smartphone integration. Safety tech like dynamic traction control and cornering ABS are standard, and you can tailor ride modes to everything from rain to sport. This bike isn't just about going the distance. It raises the bar for what distance means in the modern age. When you ride the R 1250 RT, you're riding the apex of long-haul sport touring, and it sets the stage for every epic ride you'll ever plan. There's a video coming up on your screen right now. You ready? Click on it and let's go. Which bikes caught your eye? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel.